Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly if we scream no. This is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us run to where no one knows. We'll never grow.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
एसीटी का लगा है आदि
कैसा एसीटी का ना आज कॉल आया था एसीटी वाले मैं बोला हम लोग घर जा रहे हैं हाँ नंबर दे दिए वो बोले सर आप जब आओगे वापस तो बता दूंगी वैसे एक और चीज बोल रही थी आप अभी ले लो 1 महीने तक चलाओ फिर उसको 2 महीने के लिए पॉज भी करवा सकते हो आप
सितंबर तो नहीं
यू कैन ट्राई 3 महीने का प्लान ले सकते हैं अपन 100 Mbps वाला 100 Mbps विल बी इनफ फॉर स्ट्रीमिंग 2 लोगों के लिए नहीं मतलब एक आदमी उस पे या तो 2 लोग खेल सकते हो या तो एक स्ट्रीम कर सकते हो एक अकेला फिर इसको 200 कर देंगे उसको 100 रखेंगे मतलब दोनों रखाएंगे मतलब ये तो चलेगा ही है तो
इससे कुछ नहीं हो नहीं रहा है और एक चाहिए हमें उसको क्या कहते हैं क्या उसको लैंड चाहिए
हाँ तो वो तो उसी के रूम में लगेगा
हाँ वही चीज है तो हम तो कैसे वाईफाई से हम स्ट्रीम करेंगे
मेरा वाईफाई झाटू है ना देखते हैं कैसे करते हैं, मतलब कौन सा वाईफाई, मतलब ब्रॉड फाइबर कौन से नेट घर रूम में लगेगा।
क्या बना है चिकन में?
नहीं, मेरा पेट भर गया यार खा के।
वो तो खाना खा लिया।
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our next... Acting...
Looks like you haven't. The new academia. If your superior were here.
You're right. But Ilyas, please...
He's the same as ever, casually ignoring people.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming, but unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is. With his that question, the test was strictly
What?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage. I've had a question on my mind.
No.
Haha!
Then why did?
Well,
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham? We've apprehended...
Siraj?
No, it's the Kashara...
acting Sage Al-Haytham. Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal What have I gotten myself into?
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but
What were the details of this transaction?
he's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection. However, I am curious. What do you need him for, exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academy.
Follow me.
Add Astra. Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means Al-Haytham, are you serious about seeing things through? Ayman's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Ayman has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Yes.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth. For the time being, he submitted a thief from violating matter. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately
So that's...
he's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in...
That sounds super... Ilyas? Can you try to remember things again? Maybe some...
I'm sorry.
It is possible for a person to However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. Now, try to recall things you care about.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can't... But I do...
Do tell.
The first is to get my page... I'm not sure about...
And the second thing?
Not However, you're the only...
Losing your memories.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few... But amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now, I do...
I see.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham.
Mahesh,
I sent this period's research
Nahi,
expenses
Mukesh.
report to your office. Have you taken a look?
Mahesh.
Are there any issues with it?
episode खोल
I did.
प्रभु बेचारे का नेट जा रहा है
Recent research...
Yes, though that can be a rather...
I believe you know this individual.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was
Voice
our
actor
busy
अच्छा है
period.
इसका।
I'm sorry. Something unexpected came up, but I know I've caused trouble for everyone.
The other researchers, you remember Chandra? He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his offsite. He's the 12th person.
Understood.
I'll pay you in full. Is this acceptable?
I have no objection.
Incoming.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do? I heard that you canceled your research. Oh, that. It's really nothing special. I'm not the only one.
No motivation.
Yeah. Say.
Oh, don't.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start.
So what are the other reasons?
बहुत बोलती है
Well,
बीच में.
because the Akasha Terminal, I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various...
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something
बच्चों के हाथ
so
से internet
amazing,
छीन
who
लिया
can be
इन्होंने.
bothered? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head, it hurts.
Thumbs up. क्या हो गया बे? रोबोट है क्या? अबे skip
I
क्यों नहीं हो
remember
रहा?
now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a
Siraj
consciousness
number
under
36?
my control. Think only in a
Paimon doesn't get
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number...
This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate
आवाज
them to the
काट के जोड़ी
collectives.
दे.
Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective, or even better, allow its members to share their memories and emotions.
Paimon still doesn't.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new... Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic... Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that
Oh no. And we gotta.
I tried my best.
Take your time.
What's off?
You were only designated as...
I'm not sure what...
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, there are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from
Janaki,
Siraj, but
बहुत
if
बढ़िया.
you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Hello, Janki.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilias?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memory.
And Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because, or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me?
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many...
Tell me, did Siraj tell you?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hand...
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside.
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless at most.
See? I knew I couldn't have...
What else do you know about?
That's it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait,
You really forgot.
I swear.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memory.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including... That's all I have to say.
And she's gone.
I really don't. But I guess...
Do you want to?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also... No one can force you to remember if you don't want to.
I'm not sure what to do. But I
can look up your file. Something that caused trouble. Would you like me to look in?
Yes.
All right. Then let's
No rest for the wicked.
Let's split up for now. We'll meet back here later.
Okay. Thank you.
Relax, Ilias.
That's true. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj.
I'm holding you to that. Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet
What have I done?
This file...
Huh?
Yes. Your report was found... This incident... What is it?
No, it's just... my head. Did I seriously...
Let's put this matter...
I'm sorry. That should have been something...
Take it slow. Just do what you think.
Thank you.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilya.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilyas, let's find. So.
It's much better now.
Same old same. Don't mind their neck. It's just.
Conform.
Yeah. Ilyas? What's.
Ah, I see.
You're acting a little. I don't care if you're.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it?
More so.
Oh. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilya.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies, but I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, Then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you.
Hello, Luffy bhai. Hello, hello.
But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only... What about the other one?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
For the next interview, I think I'll start with these questions.
भाई बस 80 तक क्यों सोच रहा है? 90 तक कर दे. 80 ज्यादा नहीं हो गया? स्ट्रीम अटक रही है क्या?
Quite a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow. In adventuring as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. Speed of light!
This is the place.
कुकी के आर्टिफैक्ट्स पूरे हो गया. फार्म बस वेपन लेवल अप करना है. बात नाइट की बात नाइट. हाइपर ब्लूम टीम हो गई फिर आपकी कंप्लीट. गुड में जाएगा सीन फिर. क्या अभी भी बफर कर रही है स्ट्रीम? कैसे यहाँ पे? एकदम ज्यादा बफर करी. आई मीन 80 to 90 ऐसे में. हाँ तब ठीक, तब गुड, तब अच्छी बात. आपके पास काजुआ इस बार आया क्या इस वाले रीरन में? योर फर्स्ट टाइम विद काजू बेबी. बात बहुत डिफरेंस है 80 to 90 काजुआ में. मैं ये बताना चाह रहा था.
Weird. Ilyas, do you remember this place? Did he get separated?
There's no need for...
चेस्ट है क्या यहाँ पे? कहीं चेस्ट नो चेस्ट. T3. ओहो. कुकी के लिए वीड चाहिए. आ जाओ हमारी दुनिया, वीड फार्म कर लो. कम टू माई वर्ल्ड बेबी. लूफी बेबी, वीड ले लो हमारे. गांजा.
It's okay, Ilyas.
जितना गांजा बोलो. मुझे शायद गांजे का रूट भी याद है. था, अब है कि नहीं पता मुझे. लेकिन काफी पोजीशंस मुझे पता है लूफी की, मतलब.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of...
But he's obviously... He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling off... That's not right!
A lot of people warn me...
Raju.
It's okay.
He's half a year. He's treating people like cat...
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting... collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the Collective. Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
नहीं जा सकते ऐसे
Whatever.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Stay put! It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Oh, Hatham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire...
You could have played hero.
I don't understand what you...
It's a shame. Everyone has been...
In any case, none of this effect now are...
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. Yep.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did...
Don't jump to conclusion.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Maybe you should.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you? Siraj. I've heard.
The world hates people who don't fit in. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud. However, how about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe. No! Siraj. Ooh, Paimon's.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilyas. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
चैनल के पहले कमेंट सेक्शन में आपका कमेंट पड़ा है सच बुरा बनी है.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be. That's all I wanted to say. After I entered.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is the outside world is painful sometimes, but.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are.
That.
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? How bold of you! I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia. I assigned numbers to everyone. Here, people can live easily and happily.
You're just trying to test.
Then I ask you, there are researchers at people are so obsessed. Isn't that right? Ilyas, there's no need to deny that. And the terminus of welcome, a few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care, but I didn't.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms and—
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where they're in? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our everything has been proceeding smoothly. The project will snow.
We won't let you.
What can you achieve? Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back. You aren't enough.
That's easy for you to say. given that you're travelers. Return number 30.
Ilias?
You two are just as... You think that everyone should... I allowed number 30. Al-Haytham.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature.
अभी वापस आ रहे हो Fontaine के लिए.
If you were clever enough to realize those problems.
4.0.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them. And
So that's it. And then you pretended wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Haytham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out.
So मेरे को तो आधी स्टोरी लाइन साला सर के ऊपर निकल गई.
Al-Haytham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive. Your struggle has been in vain.
So many monsters. Where
Team
did they
to
come
monster
from?
so many monsters बोल रही shoot here.
Something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of Now then.
I've already sent my gift to them. You two just need to brace yourselves for the new...
Gotcha.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Fallen leaves, adorn my nut!
Al-Haytham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be...
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their...
Oz, reveal, guys. Don't blink.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The march.
Incoming. Shadow Raven, let night.
What's going on? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
कितने बंदे मारने हैं?
By royal.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Don't be scared.
A process of elimination. How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved?
Error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
भाई कितना लाउड कट सीन है.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind!
There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
Wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My numbers shouldn't be so far down the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus, for example. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this launch, the disturbance that Ilyas caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplified doubt,
which apprehend, but in the Hive, where there are a few words were enough. Believe
you were already. You knew.
I knew it from the. Moreover, you have a naive. You would never let.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius.
Your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit in. How I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are.
You mean to say that...
Is that not so? Arrogant, you view people as a simple, mediocre collective.
Regardless, I have lost.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to us.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you... So you really did know that something was up with Ilyas from the start!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness.
Good. Seems to see you.
And off he goes.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these... What came over me?
We were... whether he's the...
We can discuss the future later. I didn't feel anything. Siraj, from how things...
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Al-Haytham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell Al-Haytham.
It's okay.
It's time to go.
गोली ना पे यार क्या बच्चा पार्टी नाम से भाई इन लोग के
So, were they... We can ask...
Looks like I can't exist as... When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward, but I didn't have... So in the end...
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. However, I realized that the... Understanding that...
You can do it.
Thanks. Can you... Also, please apologize to Al-Haytham for...
निकल लाऊंगा पहली फुर्सत में निकल.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the... Are you too hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Get some rest. Watch out for any of Siraj's...
Okay. Let's go meet up with Al-Haytham.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I... Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity.
Hey, we're not your... What? Are you kidding? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened.
See ya.
Away.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of...
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know...
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
भाई मस्त क्वेस्ट है यार अच्छा था इसको स्पीड रन नहीं कर पाया मैं सुनना पड़ गया भाई
The sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
Al-Haytham's home. काव्य भी रहता है यहाँ पे.
Is this your home?
Yes.
आ गया. Oh yeah.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people...
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Al-Haytham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you? Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends. Okay, well, we used to...
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe...
Are you serious? How could you... Of course.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own
Still, why do you have to treat me like he...
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from Paimon wants to...
A year ago, Siraj, the first, as I've already said, was the second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme.
Wait, that's too conservative?
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity all. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and that's why the...
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another...
What about you?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys?
Sort of. We encountered...
Are you all okay? Huh. So that... Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing... Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're...
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well,
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on...
You don't understand anything.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
You whisper very loud.
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think. But
I bear them no ill will. To some extent, they were...
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the... He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never considered... Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than... I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. Oh, yeah. You only started... But after meeting Sarab...
I had no interest in him personally. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack as the acting Grand Sage. In addition...
Paimon understands now.
I think minimum
Wait.
Yes. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited, what he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of...
But why do you want to...
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select if I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. It's important to keep your priorities straight.
Oh, now that you say that...
See ya.
कौन बनेगा next stage?
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as...
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you...
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it?
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some...
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you...
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you...
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first...
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay...
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the more...
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right?
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks...
What? No, it can't be.